Hi everybody, this is Stacy with All My Magical Things, and I've got a process video for you today in my Creative Commonplace book. But before I get started, welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you're new here. I'm Stacy, and I like to journal in what I call my Creative Commonplace book. Now, my definition of commonplacing is collecting wisdom, other people's wisdom, whether I've seen it, heard it, read it, anything that I want to remember that is good wisdom for me to keep in my mind. And the creative part of that is I use a plain composition notebook that I've covered in stickers and decorated. And then I use stickers and paint and paper and ribbons and my own artwork and magazine clippings and anything that goes along with what I'm trying to do, the color scheme or whatever the wisdom is, to make it fun and exciting and something I'm gonna come back to. And so last time our page was Keep Going, and that was definitely a purple theme, wasn't it? And the time before that, we did the Beautiful Life double page spread. So today we are doing another double page spread. And you guys, look, we're getting so close to the end. I'm so excited like this book filling up, it just makes me so happy with all the things sticking out and all the charms and dangles. I just love it so much. Okay, so let's start with some of the supplies so you're not looking at my blank notebook. I have this piece of scrapbook paper that I'm thinking about making as our background. And then I have some scrapbook clippings. I have some stickers. I really like the sunshine on that to go with this. We've used these butterflies before, so I got those and these stars. I have some giant pink alphas to use for our title today. And then I went through my die cuts again, and I made a little chart, a little board, like master board. I don't know what you call it, not a master board, but like a mood board. That's what Lisa from It's Only Paper calls it. And if you don't know Lisa, check out her channel, It's Only Paper. I've said this before. She's really great at junk journaling. But anyway, so I grabbed some die cuts. I got some little clouds and stuff like that, some birds, some words. We'll see where that goes. And then to write down my wisdom, I've got this Happy Planner sticker book. It is called Colorful Shapes, and it's just shapes that you can write in, or whatever, and they're different colors. And so what I did, I've already wrote down the wisdom, and we're using the shapes. And guys, I don't know how this is gonna play out, but this is where my brain's going. So you're gonna ride the ride with me, and we'll see how it goes. But for right now, I'm gonna read you the wisdom. I've broken it up into different shapes, and you can see that some places I messed up, so I had to redo some stuff. But anyways, this wisdom is from Instagram, and the account is, oh my gosh, guys, I did not write down the account again. Okay, I'll have to add that. I'll add that in the description. I forgot to write it down. But okay, here we go. We'll read the wisdom. Be the woman who stopped shrinking to make others comfortable. The woman who outgrew old versions of herself even when it was lonely. The woman who chose healing over pretending, and growth over comfort, and purpose over approval. Let's find the next page. I know it's in the pink. It's in the pink. Be the woman who no longer abandons herself to keep the peace, who finally understood that self-betrayal was never, oh gosh, now I can't, was never love, but a silent goodbye to her soul, who stopped apologizing for taking up space. Be the woman who chased the dream even after rejection, who rebuilt herself after disappointment, who kept believing there was more waiting for her even during seasons when nothing made sense. Be the woman who doesn't wait for permission to live the life she dreams of, The one who creates her own path, trusts her inner knowing, and remembers that she was never meant to play small. And I think that is the end of that quote. Yeah, it is. Oh, no. No, it's not. I have more. Be the woman who decided her story wasn't over. It was just beginning. Who stepped into the next chapter with faith, courage, and deep trust in who she is becoming. This is your time. This is your life. Be her anyway. So that is our quote, and I promise I'll put the author in the description. I didn't write it down. But so my thoughts are, how we're going to start is I'm thinking we're going to make this our background. And I want to cover up these staples, so I thought we could put some of those strips down to make like a frame. Okay, so that's my first thought. Now I'm wondering, do I cut this? Do I fold it? Like, how do we, let's see, let's fold it. Okay, all right, I think I can, yeah, I think I can do it that way. I just want to mark this off so I know where to cut. And you know me, like, straight cuts are not my wheelhouse. And I could get a paper trimmer, but I also don't have time to dig that out. At least that's how I feel. Okay, well, we're close. We're close. All right, let's put some glue stick on this. So how is everybody? It is Saturday, July 11th that I'm filming. I was supposed to post it this morning. I mean, that's my schedule. I post on Tuesday and Saturday mornings. And I did not get a chance to film this before Saturday. So I'm going to be posting a little late. I apologize for that. Been a busy week in our family. We've had a sick little kiddo. And other things, you know, life. We've just had life going on. So it's been a little busy, but we're getting through. It's just, I'm just a little behind on what I was planning to do this week. I will say though, we have had a chance to enjoy some sunshine, and get out into the pool and do the summertime fun. So we have had a chance to do that. So I can't complain too much. Well, I can't complain at all. That is for sure. And that's what this wisdom struck me today. You know, I've been talking about how since my health, what do you call it? My health crisis last year. I don't know what to call it. I think I call it something different every time. But ever since then, you know, it opened my eyes to how I was living my life and attitude and mindset and all of that. If you've been here before, you've heard me ramble on about it. And I'm not going to be able to cut that. I'm going to on this side. And so my wisdom that I've been collecting is definitely went on that theme. And so this one struck me when I read it, because, you know, it says be her. Be the girl that's not afraid, you know, still does the things afraid, still lives her life, still stays positive, still believes in goodness, you know, that good things can happen despite there being a lot of nonsense in her life. She still knows that there are good. There is good coming. There's good here and all of that. So, yeah, it just meant a lot to me. Now, I'm not sure. You know me, guys. I've got a lot of stuff, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to lay it out, but we'll get there. And I think the title, I want to put the title as Be Her. So we're going to use these big pink stickers. I got these at Hobby Lobby once upon a time on clearance. Like I said before, most of the things in my stash are, oh gosh, oh okay. Most of the things in my stash I've gotten years ago. And I get my stuff on clearance at yard sales and thrift stores and stuff like that. I am an avid collector of craft supplies. If you could only see my craft space, guys. Oh my goodness. Kind of needs some hauling out and sorting. I did do, after being sick about last year, my room was a mess. I couldn't come up the stairs for quite some time. And I did do some sorting. Oh, those stickers are like plasticky, like they look cool. I did do some sorting, whatever, just so I could start my videos. And but it really needs some TLC. But I think I'm gonna have to wait till summer's over, because also I want to be outside enjoying the sunshine when it makes an appearance. No, the weather's been good. We had that heat wave. Everybody was complaining about that. I did not complain. And now we're, regular temperatures for Pennsylvania in July. Oh my gosh, this doesn't want to come out. These are old, guys. I know it. I just don't want to rip the words, because then I'm going to have to rewrite them again. And that's going to mean I'm going to have to pause the video. Oh my gosh, why? Here, let's rip the page out. Let's start from this side. Maybe we can. Oh, okay. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. That one was just a little stuck. All right, that circle is a little wonky, but that's okay. All right, now I don't know how I'm going to lay these out. I shouldn't have set that completely down, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I want to lay these out, guys. I guess they're going to have to land where I put them. Well, these stickers are... I don't think I've ever had so much trouble with a Happy Planner stickers. Okay. Let's see. Kind of want them to look like they're in order. And maybe I shouldn't put them so close together. I don't know. No longer abandons herself. There we go. We'll put this half circle right there. Okay. I mean, it should make sense in the end, right? Okay, I'm just gonna stick those down. We're committed. We're committed to putting it how we got it. Now I have to see how many do I have left, so I know how much room we have. All right, I got these little ones. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I don't want to cover up the flowers. Okay. Okay. We'll check it out once I get them all down here. Stick that one there. I didn't use over that side, did I? That one there. And then we'll put these down here. This is your time. This is your life. Be her anyway. Okay. All right, we got our quote down. Do you guys mind if I read it again just to see what kind of flow I've got going on? Be the woman who stopped shrinking to make others comfortable. The woman who outgrew old versions of herself even when it was lonely. The woman who chose healing over pretending, growth over comfort, and purpose over approval. Be the woman who no longer abandons herself to keep peace. Who stopped apologizing for taking up space. Who finally understood that self-betrayal was never love, but a silent goodbye to her soul. Be the woman who chased the dream even after rejection, who rebuilt herself after disappointment, who kept believing there was more waiting for her even during seasons when nothing made sense. Be the woman who doesn't wait for permission to live the life she dreams of. The one who creates her own path, trusts her own inner knowing, and remembers that she was never meant to play small. Be the woman who knows fear will always whisper, but she no longer lets it have the loudest voice. The woman who trusts that every risk she takes in becoming herself is worth it. Be the woman who turned her pain into power, who took every lesson and used it to rise, heal, and help other women do the same. Who chose purpose over bitterness and transformation over staying stuck. Who stepped into the next chapter with faith, courage, and a deep trust in who she's becoming. Be the woman who decided her story isn't over, it's just beginning. This is your time, this is your life. Be her anyway. I'm not sure if I read those ones when I read it the first time. Okay, so it does flow. We're going this way, up and around. All right, it makes sense to me. That's what it needs to do. Needs to make sense to me, right? It's my journal. I need to know. Okay. All right, so yeah, let's see. We've got all of these die cuts going on. I kind of love making this board, this mood board, and like just laying them out. I think the last time we did it, I was like, oh, I have too much. And we used, what, 90% of it, I think. That was this page. We used 90% of the stuff I laid down, and I thought it was going to be too much. Okay, I like that cloud right there, but I don't know how that's going to work in the middle. So we're going to stick it right there. What did I do with my glue mat? My Dollar Tree cutting board. All right. Stick this on. So yeah, we've been hanging out at the pool in the backyard, Grammy's Water Park. I got a T-ball set for the grandbabies. I wanted to use this word today because it needs to start today. Do I put it there? Do I put it down here? I think I'm going to put it down here. But yeah, we got a T-ball set. They had gotten one of those little blow-up jump houses. It's not a big one. It's small. My other daughter's boyfriend, his mom is a daycare worker, and she works in a daycare, and she had this bounce house that she had gotten for her daycare, and I don't know, couldn't use it or something, so she gave it to the girls, to my grandkids, and so we blew that up on, let's see, today's Friday. I don't know, it was the other day, maybe Wednesday. We blew that up and had that out in the yard, and that was fun. Okay, I have some more clouds. And these ones are from Illustrated Faith. They have Bible verses on the back, and this one says set free. I really like that. It says I'm set free. I I like the clouds to go with our picture. And then also I like what it says because, yeah, set free from negativity and just all of it, you know. I've been working really hard on that. And now we have another cloud, and that says joy comes from above. I'll stick that on there. I really like the clouds. I don't know, what is it about clouds? Do you guys like clouds? I don't know what it is about them. I was watching another YouTube video. I can't even remember who it was. Maybe it was Lisa. I'm not sure. It's only paper. I'm not sure, but she has clouds, and she was talking about how the clouds make her happy. And then there's another girl on Instagram. I think her name is Millie Paper Co. She creates stickers. She has a company, you know, small business, makes stickers, and she does a journal a day in her journal. And she has the scissors, the craft scissors that cut different lines, like pinking shears, but they've got different designs. Well, she had gotten a bunch of them, I don't know, a thrift store or something. And one of them is a cloud. It cuts the edges like a cloud. And she loves that one so much. And I just think to myself, what is it about clouds, guys? I don't know. You'll have to let me know down in the comments. Do you guys like clouds? Is that something that makes you smile? Because they make me smile. I don't know. That was weird, huh? That was a weird thought. Believe in yourself. That's a big one. Sunshine in my soul. I don't know if that goes with the wisdom, but it goes with who I am. I love the sunshine. I love all the sunshine. Okay. Now, well, these two little toucans are so cute. We put them there. I think we'll put them there. So what's everybody been up to? Have you had a chance to be crafting, being creative? I would love to see what you guys are creating. I would love to see if you're doing journals or junk journals or any of that. What was the one we did? Painty paper. Like, I would love to see you guys' creativity. I don't even know how we'd go about that. But I would love to see what everybody else is creating. Some of you I'm lucky to see because you have a YouTube channel and you share that with us. I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, I'd love to see what you guys are creating. We're going to have to figure that out. No, I don't know, but I don't know. I see other creators, they do Facebook group or, you know, something like that. Is that something we should be doing? I don't know. I'm not sure that I right now in the summer, I mean, maybe after school starts, I'll have a little more time. I'm not sure that I could keep up right now, but maybe after school. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm like clueless about all this stuff. I wanted him to say hello, but that's not going to fit there. All right, we have these two cute little birds. Put them on there. Yeah, so if you guys have any ideas, or even you can say, Stace, I don't want to share my stuff. You know, that's fine too. These are just the thoughts in my head, guys. when I'm going through your comments and I'm reading your comments and all this stuff, I want to move them, guys. That's what I think about. Like, you're you know, some of you share that you're making this or you're making that. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could Wish I could see what you're doing. I would love that. But then again, maybe you don't want to share what you're doing. So that's fair enough too. Like I said before, I don't have very much of a plan when I turn on the camera. Like I know the wisdom I'm going to share. And I have some supplies out that I'm going to use. Don't know if I'll use all of them, but you know, I have the supplies out. And that's about it. That's about all the plan I have. What did I do with the rest of my stickers? Oh, here they are. I grabbed these because they're almost empty. And I thought they kind of go with the colors. Stick those birds down. I don't know. But I'd like to use up these sticker sheets like this, you know, that are just a few stickers left. And what are you going to do with them? Kind of thing. So we're going to use them up. Okay, got the yellows. Let's do this purple one. Where should you go? Right there. So yeah, the grandbabies are coming over today. The sun is shining. So we're probably, hopefully, going to get out in the sunshine and the water. One of them has been sick. She's getting better. She's on the mend. Her mama's worn out. You know how, if you're a mom or you've had sick kids before, you know how that goes. And yeah, her mama's worn out. So they can come over and hang out with Grammy and Mom can just chill. Now, I did not leave enough room for that, but I have this big space. What am I going to put there? Have faith. Okay, that looks like it works. It's blowing in the wind. There we go. Oh, I got glue everywhere. Okay. So we have these butterflies that we used in another spread, but they're cute. So we're going to put them on here. You know how I like to fill up the page. If you've watched me before, I like it to be colorful and bright and happy. Colorful, bright, and happy. Oh, it looks cute. I'm just thinking to myself, no, I was going to say it kind of looks similar to this, but no, this was all words, wasn't it? Oh, that's what I didn't grab out. I didn't grab out any magazine clippings today. I've been really stuck on wanting to use die cuts because I ignored my die cuts for forever. Can you be flying up by the sun? We don't want you to get burnt, butterfly. Yeah, it was when I was sorting through stuff, I found my die cuts and I was like, oh, I don't really use these. And I don't know why. I've done Bible journaling. I can't say I'm doing it because I have not done it in a long time. But that's how I got into the die cuts. Illustrated Faith, it's a company that sells stuff for like Bible journaling and faith journaling. And these are two of the same. I'm going to move this. And anyways, when I started, I didn't have a lot of supplies, and they had some good clearance sales, and I had bought up some stuff. And then I haven't Bible journaled in, like I said, a really long time. And so I do not find a place for this girl. I don't want to cover up the cloud. So I haven't paid attention to them. And when I was cleaning up and I came across them, so that's why I've been dragging them out the last few pages. Oh, I think I have a couple here, yeah. Trying to use them up. Okay, this, I don't know where to put her. And it's the last one on the page, so we're going to use it. Okay, so maybe we're just going to stick it on the book. Whoops. Actually, one just came off. Let's glue this one back on. I don't know. Don't know how that popped off of there, but it did. Do something amazing. Okay, let's find a place for this butterfly. There we go. There we go. She won't go to waste, and it won't be one sticker on a sheet. That drives me crazy. All right, guys. I have Joy. That is not going to fit, is it? No. Really wanted to do hello with the birds, but that's not going to fit either. We're going to have to save that for another day. And then I had this hot air balloon that says he lifts me up, but that's not going to fit. All right, well, we did okay. Look, we only have 3 die cuts left on our mood board, so I call that pretty good. We didn't have as many as last time, but we did use them. So that's the goal. That is the goal. Oh, I thought that was a sticker that popped up. No, it's my trim on the side. I didn't have any trim or charms on this one. I don't know, guys. I know this is probably short and sweet. Hopefully it wasn't too much rambling. But this is our page for today, and yeah, be the woman who outgrows old versions of herself, who stops shrinking to make others comfortable. I did that a lot. No longer abandoning yourself to keep the peace. This is your life, your time. Be her anyway. All right, guys, I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.